Do you have any more assembly tips for us?
Yes, just a few. Use glue where it's called for. Fill the hole 1/3 full. Wipe off excess with a paper towel. Using too much glue can cause some fiberboard rails to split. Use a rubber mallet to gently tap wooden dowels into a pre-drilled holes. Fully insert all adjustable leveling guides at assembly. Adjust the glides out at installation as needed. Desk shelves basically consist of a top, 2 legs or end panels, and a modesty panel. However, some desk shelves have feet and a small number of wire management parts. Desk shelves are the fastest and easiest pieces to assemble due to the limited number of parts. Here are some general guidelines for desk shelves. Fully insert all floor levelers before moving or loading the desk or table to avoid catching these parts on a raised surface and damaging the product. Some desks have right or left-handed options depending on how they will connect to the other units at the customer's site. If a space plan is available, refer to it before assembling desks where right or left-handed options are available. These desks will include full width and narrow width end panels. The narrow width end panels provide knee clearance for the user to move easily throughout the workstation. Carefully review the floor layout, if available, to determine if and where narrow or full width end panels should be used. When narrow end panels are used, the instructions will also show a metal plate that will join the 2 desk pieces. Attaching the metal plate to more stable pieces of furniture first will make final installation easier.
Are there any special things to consider when assembling and delivering desks?
Yes, loading the truck can be tricky. You'll need to think about that before assembling larger units with narrow end panels. These units may require extra support to travel safely or may be best assembled at the customer site. Smaller units, such as a return bridge, can often ride upside down on top of a larger unit, such as a manager's desk or bow front desk. Just be sure to protect the work surfaces with a moving blanket or cardboard and to secure the top unit to prevent movement. Would you like me to go on, Claudia?
Oh yeah, you're doing great. Hey, why don't you tell them about assembling desk accessories?
If your desk includes keyboard shelves and you know their final position, mount the brackets to the desktop before attaching the desktop to the end panels and modesty panels.
Ray, tell me, what's involved with assembling conference tables?
Well, conference tables are very similar in construction with desks. Be aware of doorway and hallway widths at the delivery site before assembling these items at the warehouse. Chances are you'll have to assemble most conference tables on site due to their size.
Well, we're really moving right along, Ray. Are we done with desks and conference tables?
Not quite, Claudia. A pedestal desk includes a column of drawers on one or both sides. The pedestals or column of drawers will be pre-assembled at Bush. You will simply be connecting the desktops and modesty panels to these pedestals and installing the pencil drawers or keyboard shelves. First, we'll look at a basic double pedestal desk.
When assembling double pedestal desks, carefully remove the packaging. Remove the drawers in the hardware pack. Make sure the product shipped with the correct number of parts, and then remove the shipping cleats from the pads. After attaching feet to the pedestals, position the pads close to where their final position will be. Install the drawer pulls. Connect the pedestals with the modesty panel Install the top. Put the drawers back in place. Leave the keys, instructions, and extra parts, and leave the final product ready to use.
Both pedestal desks and filing units include drawers that can become dislodged on the slides during shipment. All drawers should open smoothly and evenly. If a drawer is not on the slides properly, it may be difficult to open, or one side may not be even with the other. To correct this problem, simply remove the drawers and reinstall them. You will find 3 different kinds of drawer slides in Bush units. Over-under ball bearing slides, regular ball bearing slides, and roller slides. Over-under ball bearing slides are found on some lateral files. To release the slides with the drawer open, locate the black tabs on each of the drawer slide. Push in on the tabs, then lift up slightly on the drawer front. The drawer will release and can be removed from the case and set aside. To replace the drawer, place the end of the rail on the drawer slide under the raised metal tab on the cabinet side. Set the drawer down on the slide so that the plastic black tabs on each side fit into the hole and snap into place. Then close the drawer. The drawer should open and close smoothly if the slides are properly engaged. Regular ball bearing slides are found on most pedestal file drawers and some lateral files. To release the slides, find the black plastic lever inside the metal track on each drawer side. One lever will push up, the other will push down. While holding the levers up or down, pull the drawer out of the file case. To reinsert the drawer, fully extend the slide that is mounted inside the case. Line up the track on the drawer sides with the slides. You may need to push in the slides gently to help them engage. Push the drawer into the case slowly, and keeping both sides even, you'll come to a spot where the drawer seems to stick. Continue to push firmly until the drawer is completely closed. Check the drawer function again. If the drawer is still not moving smoothly, try to find the problem by removing and reinstalling the drawers, or call Bush customer service for assistance. Roller slides are found on the upper drawers of some 3-drawer files. These slides are similar to the ones you may have in your kitchen cabinet drawers. To remove the drawer, pull out until it stops. Now lift up on the front of the drawer and continue removing it. To reinstall the drawer, hold the drawer at an upward angle. Allow the plastic rollers on the drawer slides to fit over the rollers on the cabinet sides. Lower the drawer to level and continue to close the drawer.
Desks, conference tables, drawers, slides. What's left?
I think we need to go on to drawer front alignment and final assembly of file units, if you don't mind. On all filing units, the drawer fronts should be evenly aligned both horizontally and vertically. If you see an uneven gap between drawers, or if you notice that the drawer slides are not aligned vertically, you'll need to adjust them. Open the drawer and loosen the screws holding the drawer front to the drawer just enough to allow it to move. Nudge the drawer front into the correct position and retighten the screws. If you cannot make a proper adjustment, order new parts from Bush. Some filing units roll on casters which are attached at the installation site. Remove the drawers from the unit before tipping the unit on its side or back to attach the casters. For most units, 2 of the casters will swivel. These are placed on the back of the cabinet. The other 2 casters do not swivel and usually have a lock. Install the non-swiveling casters on the front. Return the cabinet to the upright position and reinstall the drawers. You will also need to attach the drawer pulls on some units. Remember to check that the locks are functioning correctly and leave the keys with the unit. All Bush lateral files include an anti-tip mechanism that allows only 1 drawer to open at a time.
Why 1 drawer at a time?
Well, it's a safety feature for our customers.
Oh, what if you can't open both drawers at the same time?
Well, if you can't open both drawers at the same time, it means that there was an assembly error at the factory or mechanism damage during shipping. During final assembly at the customer site, try to open both drawers at the same time. If you can't open both drawers, you should try to correct the problem on site to eliminate the need for a revisit. It usually takes just a matter of minutes to correct the problem. First, you need to determine which type of device is in the unit you are installing. Bush uses 2 different devices: slider bar type used in Advantage or Cubic files, and flipper arm type used in most other products. If light kits are included in the order and you know the correct final position, install them during the hutch assembly at the warehouse. It's easier to install the lights just before you position the tack board on the hutch back panel. Screw the light into the hutch as shown in the instructions, then install the bulb and lens cover. When installing the tack board, route the cord behind the tack board. You should always secure hutches to the desks for safety reasons. Bush uses two methods for attaching hutches to desks. Advantage and cubic hutches attach with the screws through the desk tops. Most other hutches attach with straps or brackets from the rear. When you need to assemble a hutch on site, such as a corner hutch, it is often possible and easier to set the hutch in place when it's partially assembled, since some hutches weigh up to 150 pounds. Make sure that the hutch is stable enough to be lifted safely. For many hutches, especially the corner hutch, you can install the top shelf after positioning the hutch. You can also install the doors after positioning the hutch to save a few pounds. When mounting and positioning the hutches, place a piece of cardboard or foam under the hutch supports to allow installers to slide the hutch into position on the desktop without damaging the desktop surface. This is especially helpful in tight spaces where it is difficult to move around the desk. Advantage series lateral files can accept a 36-inch hutch. The file drawers and top shelf must be removed to mount the hutch securely.